I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't post my wife is my world, dude, because we know. All right? Oh, it's so hot on the ground. So hot on the ground. He's stepping so hard. Look at this asshole. This guy's got parents. That's amazing, actually, to be a band leader and wear a cape. Dude, and wear the Pope's hat. Dude, Michael Caine's in everything. I literally could have picked a movie and it would have been... I mean, he's in everything, dude. Is there a movie coming out? Worst Michael Caine impression of all time. Found out whatever that director that I worked with fucking out The Dark Knight. Found out if there's a spot I could fit in there. So bad. Oh, Michael Caine has a website. That's hilarious. You know, he literally had nothing to do with it. Michael Caine has a website. Wow. The official website of Sir Michael Caine. Dude, look at all the movies he's been in. This guy, you know he doesn't give a fuck about any of them, too. Especially the later ones. Like he was in Now You See Me 2. You know? They were like, hey, Michael Caine, his agents were like, you feel like they want you to do, well, I'll do it. No, well, this is the, I'll do it. All right. They want you to fly to, I'll do it. I don't care, do I? I'll do any movie you ever want me to do. Okay. Zach Braff's directing a movie called Going Against, I'll do it. Who's Zach Braff? I'll do it. He was in Scrubs. What Scrubs? I'll do it. Scrubs was a show on NBC. It was a big hit. What's NBC? Oh, it was on TV. What's TV? I'll do it. They'll give you $19 million. I don't care. I'll do it. Hey, they're doing a movie called The Kingsman. I'll do it. Would you want to hear what it's about? No. They want to fly you to, I'll do it. Hey, they want you to be in Interstellar, obviously. I'll do it. I mean, I turned on The Prestige the other day. He's in that, obviously. Imagine having a movie called The Prestige and fucking Michael Caine's not in it. Hello, agents. Yeah, I heard there's a movie called The Prestige. What a fucking bloody hell am I not in it? Oh, well, I'll do it. Yeah, okay. Just tell him I'll do it. Well, there's not a part for a guy your age. Write it in. Okay. The guy said he'll write it in. No shit, I'm Michael Caine. How much has honestly Michael Caine for real said, like at this point, how much has he honestly said, what's the internet? How much has he fucking honestly said that? Really? I bet he said it 7 times. And I'm talking about when it first came out or whatever. And what is this internet? And then they were like, oh, it's like a bunch of connected computers. And it's like a network and you can share communication and knowledge and all that shit. Oh, all right. And then like a week later, he was like, oh, yeah, I heard about this internet thing. What is it again? And then that was the second time. And then they were like, oh, it's the thing where the computers are, and it's like, oh, right, yeah. Like they set me up with an AOL account, and it's like, no, it's AOL. Right. And then like 3 days later, he heard about AOL, and he was like, oh, is that thing that's with computers? And they're like, what? And they're like, what is it called? And he's like, the internet? And he's like, yeah, what is that? So he kind of knew what it was, but then like a few years later, he just fucking stopped using it, you know? Because it was like 93, and he was like just doing Mr. Destiny and fucking Noises Off and the movie Blue Ice and the Muppet Christmas Carol. And then fucking And then fucking he did them, and then he forgot. And then someone was like, "I'll email it to you." And he was like, "What is that?" And they were like, "What's what?" And they were like, "Email." And they was like, "Oh, it's like I don't know. Do you have an AOL?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got that ALOL." And they're like, "No, it's AOL." And he's like, "What would I call that?" And they're like, "You mean the internet?" And he's like, "Hey, what is that?" And then like the last time he did it was like in 2011. Was like the 7th time. And somebody was like, you should get a website. I mean, I know you have like a great career and everything, but like, it'd be cool. Like Romeo and Juliet is coming out, and you're obviously a voice in that because they would never make that movie without you doing the voice because there's somebody called Lord Redbrick in it. So, and you said you'll do it. So fucking before fucking Cars 2 goes into production because you're obviously going to play Finn McMissile again. You should probably get a website. And he said, "What's that?" And he's like, it's a fucking, a homepage that you could have on the internet. And he said, "What's the internet?" I shit you not. I fucking swear to fucking God's cock that happened fucking 7 times. And then he said, and then he's like, "All right, whatever helps, And then they were like, "Yeah, well, you can have things on there like, you can have Michael Caine news that people will go to." And by this time, it's like way too late for a fucking website anyway, because like everyone has Instagram and shit like that. And go back up. And you have all the home for all your shit. And, you have like fucking, you go to the website, it'll be michaelcaine.com. And then you have the Michael Caine news, and you have Michael Caine, you have like a biography about you. And then you'll have a place to go for filmography, even though nobody will check it because IMDb exists. And then we'll have like a place where you can brag about like your achievements. And he's like, "Oh, don't like bragging." And it'll be like, "No, you don't actually have to do it. We'll do it." And then, we'll have like your fucking timeline, and then it'll be cool because we'll be able to put your books on there, which nobody even knows that you have, but you have obviously because you're fucking 90 years old and you definitely wrote some books because you're too famous, because people who are 90 years old and that famous obviously have written books. And then also we'll put up a gallery and we'll put your favorite pictures on there. And he says, "All right." And if you go to Michael Caine's gallery, it's got 2 pictures in it. Dude, go to Michael Caine's website and go to gallery. He's got 2 pictures. He's got 2 pictures, and one is of him getting his hair cut. I mean, come on. And one is, of course, of him in black and white because he's been alive since cameras existed. Can you send us your favorite picture? I'll do it. I'll have 2 favorite pictures. Oh, cool. Can you email it to us? What's that? Never mind. I'll come over and get them and scan them. What's scanning? Nothing. It's fine. You can get it through the internet. Oh, I'm not going to ask what that is, but I think I know what it is because that was the 7th time. That was the last time he did it. Oh, fuck. Finn McMissile. That's like so offensive, Yeah, we'll get Michael Caine to do it, obviously. Why? It's Finn McMissile. And the movies that sound like movies he would be in are unbelievable. The Quiet American. Of course Michael Caine would be in that. The Actors. Of course Michael Caine would be in that. Second. Secondhand Lions. Of course he'd be in that. Freedom, A History of Us. Of course he'd be in that. Okay, so Michael Caine is called The Elephant to Hollywood. By the way, did he write this book? The quote that they're promoting this book to get you to want to read it, I shit you not, on the website is, and I quote, a very British star. What the fuck? Is that his name?
I think so.
Oh my God. His real name is, well, okay. I mean, his real name is more British than fucking Finn McMissile and Lord fucking whatever it was. You could, his real name is so British, you could put Lord in front of it and it would make it less British. His name could be fucking London Manchester and it would be less British than this. This is his fucking real name. Maurice Micklewhite. It's been a long journey for Maurice Micklewhite, born with rickets in London's poverty-stricken Elephant and Castle, to the bright lights of Hollywood. The most British sentence of all time. Rickets, you know? Rickets in London's poverty-stricken Elephant and Castle. What is it? What is it? Oh my God, dude. And the picture of him on this, of him pointing. Michael Caine, The Elephant to Hollywood, the autobiography, and the picture of him. Why would you, if you're Michael Caine, why would you write a book? I mean, I understand people might want to read it, but why do you give a fuck? Michael fucking Caine, dude. Maurice Micklewhite. And one thing I did not mention last week was that when you click on the pictures of Michael Caine's gallery, they're the fucking same size as they are already as the thumbnails. Fix it. Hey, dude, what do you want to do today? I mean, you know, skate or die, I guess. Oh, shit, I was thinking about going to the mall. Well, that's not skating or dying. Dude, LeVar Ball looks like a guy who would swindle you out of all of your money and laugh so hard about it. We were there for you when you first... Chunga, doesn't matter. We'll be there for you when you die. Lexus. What's that one? What's that dumb as shit sport where they have that big curvy fucking catcher and they fucking grab the ball with the curvy catcher and then throw it at a wall? Hey man, get rid of that big curvy fucking catcher. What is that fucking stupid game called? High-lie? Dude, get the fuck out of here. First of all, call it something ball, okay? Don't just make up some shit. High-lie. Also, spelled with a J, catch you later. Spell it with an H. Dude, look how dumb High-lie is. High-lie. And then they have helmets on. Go fuck yourself. And then long white pants. Go fuck yourself. Look at that dumb fucking wicker catcher. Dude, that looks like you sit in it and they take a school photo. And that became big. That sport became big. And people would not only play it, but watch people play it and not laugh. And go like this. Oh! And look at these bitches. These guys are fucking, they're going to hurt them so bad, you know? Has so many shoulder problems. By the way, this one guy has a fucking jersey on. On the back, he's number 40. On the front, it's 6. Hey, man, what number are you? What the fuck? Yo, what are you, number 6 or number 40? Are you team 6? It's confusing. The whole thing is so confusing. Why do you have a helmet on? If in case the wicker basket hits you in the fucking head? Dude, Ludacris's face, you know? I love how underlyingly sexist crooning is, you know? I'm a guy, I matter more than you. Get under me on your knees. Start gargling, Put my nuts in your mouth, start gargling. You're a girl, you matter less than me. Put me above you, start gargling. Gargle, gargle, you're gonna wanna keep on gargling. Gargle, gargle, if you stop, I'll put you in the basement. Put on the fluffy dress, don't show too much ankle or you're a bitch. What are you doing? What are you doing? What you doing with your lie? Rays of sunlight don't tickle shit. You know why? Because they're rays of sunlight, not your uncle. What are you talking about portions? How much did you make? That food is having a fucking Mardi Gras party. Dude, the pasta in my mouth is yelling at the sauce, telling it to show its tits. You ever eat so much that you feel so gross where you feel like, you know what, would top it off? Just getting a dirty suck. By the way, I'm not even horny. It's just about the eating. Just so much disrespect going on. Just disrespecting everything. I'll eat all this shit, disrespect my body. I'll get a dirty suck and disrespect my partner and then watch The Strain start with season 3 and disrespect the producers and actors that have worked so hard creating the moment up until season 3, but just start in the middle. In the middle of a show, in the middle of fucking season 3. Episode 5, in the middle of it. That's how fucking much I eat. Imagine trusting somebody that is wearing a fucking tank top and also a beanie. How could you trust that person? They don't even know if it's fucking hot or cold out. Oh, no. No. By the way, somebody tweeted me fucking... A guy was like, oh, I finally found Chris's producer. And he screenshotted it on Facebook, and the guy's name was Juan Fire. They're like Fayer or something. Juan Fire. Hey, guys, it's time for the most fucked up Instagram post of the week. Uh-oh.
The most fucked up Instagram post of the week.
All right, dude. Now, this one is amazing, okay? This is just a guy who... I don't know if he's sitting or standing. It's a selfie. But he's videoing himself near a kangaroo. The kangaroo's in the background, just being a kangaroo. And the caption is pure amazement. So that's what this guy's... Now, this is what this guy is saying. I'm just going to play the video for you. And he has got to be 100% high. If he's not, it's even better. Okay? This is what he says.
Timothy Leary talks about these moments in which you experience afresh the hardly bearable ecstasy of direct energy exploding on our nerve endings. He's, of course, referring to a holy moment. Otto Rank's Mysterium Tremendum e Fascinosum. As Tim Doody wrote, during these moments of in which we utter extaculations of amazement, we get to recontextualize the self as a marvelous conduit in a timeless whole from which molecules and meanings flow, from neurons to nebula and back again. We transcend the been there's and done that's of the adult mind. We awaken to our common ecstasy. And
then it cuts off. What a cock! What a fucking cock! Utter extaculations. Utter extaculations. Google extaculations. Extaculations. Your search extaculations did not match any documents. Have you ever Googled something that's never had results? What a fucking half-hard cock this guy is. Dude, this guy's gotten laid, you know? This guy has had a conversation in business. He's standing near a kangaroo! I mean, what is this guy saying? And he laughs like he's making a joke. Like he's like, yo, dude, what? Oh, we gotta play again.
Timothy Leary talks about these moments in which you experience afresh the hardly bearable ecstasy of direct energy exploding on our nerve endings. He is, of course, referring to a holy moment. Otto Rank's Mysterium Tremendum e Fascinosum. As Tim Duty wrote, during these moments of in which we utter extaculations of amazement, we get to recontextualize the self as a marvelous conduit in a timeless whole from which molecules and meanings flow, from neurons to nebula and back again. We transcend the been there's and done that's of the adult mind. We awaken to our common ecstasy. Timothy Leary talking.
It literally means nothing. Does that mean anything? What does this guy think it means? Literally expecting extaculations and transcending the been there's and done that's and the have-nots in the world. Timothy Kaczynski wrote.
Timothy Leary talks about these moments in which you experience afresh the hardly bearable ecstasy of direct energy exploding.
Experience afresh the hardly direct energy.
To a holy moment.
This part.
Otto Rank's Mysterium Tremendum e Fascinosum. As
Auto ranks experience. It sounds so much like a robot right there. Auto ranks experience and the tremendiosum and the furious awesome.
Experience afresh the hardly bearable ecstasy of direct energy exploding on our nerve endings. He's, of course, referring to a holy moment.
Anytime someone says, of course, like that, he's, of course, referring to, you're a fucking such a cock, dude. Extaculations of amazement. Have you guys ever experienced extaculations of amazement?
I'm interested in psychodynamics. I'm interested in how different places and spaces and people, everything you have to take into account with your sensory apparatus, informs your subjectivity. In other words, your experience has to take into account where you are and who you're with, right? You become what you behold, as McKenna said. We are the sum of the people that we'll spend the most amount of time with. But if we're interested in creating spaces for contemplative introspection, if we want to search the worlds within and without, we need to be craftsmen of our fate. We need to filter out the wrong crowd. We need to customize our spaces and places to unfold. This is experience design. Take into account the psychodynamics of people and places and curate. So,
what is he saying, dude? What is he saying, man? Oh my god, dude. What the fuck is this guy saying? I mean, I have extaculations of amazement right now. Dude, what is he saying? Just the way he's talking and just we are just the lump sum of what of who we hang out with, right? So what is extaculating about this whole apparendum postmortem apodium is basically what okay, so what Galileo said was we're all walking around and amongst us we have the external hard drive of the mind, so to speak. Is what we do, we plug into the extraterrestrial, somewhat of a dark matter. I've been laid 4 times. That guy probably gets so much puss. Dude, here's the thing about me. I can listen to this guy all day and just be laughing and crying and fucking loving it. Now, I know that a lot of you guys are like, all right, this guy, come on, man, don't. Fucking, come on, talk about other things. But how can I do that when there's this guy? Oh, this guy fucks. I like this guy.
It's a great quote that says, when information is cheap, attention becomes expensive. And of course, in the age of social media, in the age of the internet, we are drowning in information. information. Every 2 days, we create more data than in all of human history up until that point. So information is cheap, therefore attention has become expensive. The currency of our age is attention. Attention is the new oil. If you can retain eyeballs, if you can hold on to people's focal points for even a minute and a half, you are golden. And so the question, of course, becomes, how do we curate our attention span? How do we discern and mindfully apply this scarce resource, because it is scarce, of our own attention? How do we not let people hijack us? How do we put into practice a kind of curatorial mind? There's a great...
And it cuts off! Dude, why is he saying it like it's Shakespeare? Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Oh, fuck. I gotta hang out with this guy. Dude, here's the thing, man. This is why I like this guy. You have to be passionate, man. Oh, fuck. This guy's blowing my mind. Not in the way he thinks he's blowing my mind. This guy is walking down Runyon Canyon, which is a hiking place in Hollywood, doing these videos. I mean, he's saying nonsense words. Like he said, to hold on to their focal point. And the best part is he thinks it's funny. And he's laughing. Dude, I can listen to this guy all day. God damn, and he's so passionate about this shit. This guy rocks. He gets a follow. The best part is when he laughs at his shit, you know? Oh man, how about people who are just so fucking always telling you quotes that other people said? As McKenna said, as Tim the Toolman Taylor mentioned, wow, whoever DM'd me that guy, thank you. Like if I'm dressed like Kevin Costner in A Perfect World and I'm sweating that much, forget it, dude. You drive by, you get preg. Wet it up! Insecure Jay-Z. I can wear what I want, and you can't look at me. And she's just got tassels on at fucking Crate and Barrel. What? You know? What? And she's just got tassels on and a fucking dog collar. And no pants on, but her pussy's painted like how Sports Illustrated did in 2004 when they did the painting bathing suits. And she's like, "What? I can't wear what I want without you staring." And her pussy's painted with like a fucking, and it says "Enter here" with arrows pointed to her fucking fried butterfly. What? With a dog collar and with a hook for a leash. What? And she's literally on all fours. What? I'm trying to buy pottery. But it says enter here. Yeah, exactly. For whom I choose. But your pussy's not covered by fabric. It's painted. What? Eyes up here. But your bento... Eyes up here. But your titties are hanging out. The bottom of your titties are hanging out. So, how much does Idris Elba do so much Molly, you know? My cousin listens to like death metal or some shit, and we always tease him, and it's always like death punk or death dead or deathbed or and you will know us by the trail of the dead. And they're just like and people are just like, fuck yeah, dude. What is that music? Society. Those bands always have a song about corporate businesses. You know what I mean? If you're a fucking corporate minds, like, get over. Hi, man. Hey, make another song about corporate minds, dude. Society, corporate minds, business ventures, lemmings, sheep mentality. Are there 4 guys next to you? Do you form a band? And even though you're going, society, talking about how people are like-minded sheep, you got 4 guys with you. And guess what you do? You go to another city and you sing froff, and your guys follow you. You cump. Oh. My producer Juan Fire tried to Google Fuel the band, and it bro, imagine getting fucked in the 90s when you're like, dude, it's gonna be amazing, man. We're called Fuel, and people will just Google Fuel band. And dude, we'll pop up immediately and everyone will know us and follow us. And then the Fuel band was invented. The 90s to have platinum, blonde, gelled, downward hair. And 2 earrings and a necklace that DMX would have. With a black shirt and be skinny. Forget it. Forget it. It's the most 90s thing of all time. All these rappers are like, yeah, motherfucking, I'll blast your face off. I'll kill you, motherfucker. You ain't shit. I'll murder everything moving. Hey, you know what you do for a living? Rhyme. That's the least hardcore thing of all time. Rhyming. Dude, you rhyme. Yeah, but let me stack these ones and these guns. You just rhymed. You're basically Dr. Seuss, dude. You Dr. Dre or you Dr. Seuss? I grew up on these mean streets. Really? Stop rhyming. Anybody who says stick to comedy, to a comedian, especially on a joke, shut the fuck up. Okay? Hey, dude, I got a fucking FedEx package for you. Open it up. You know what it says? Shut the fuck up. Thomas Jane, first of all, has a hat on, that hat on with a feather in it to really, really distill the assholeness in that feather. What is he doing, dude? Is he fucking Elliot Ness? It's okay to wear that if you're looking for Al Capone. Fuck you. You can literally show your dick on Twitter. There's girls out there oiling up their butts and getting fucked by mechanical dildos on the other end of a robot arm that's just going, dude, how violent are those things? You ever seen that shit? You ever seen that shit? When they fucking go doggy style and the fucking thing is like, it's so fucking weirdly like, the arm will just fucking keep pumping, dude. That's violent as shit. And it's all oiled up. And like, who else is in the room? It's always some guy with like fucking rubber gloves. The fuck are you doing? Hey, it's your childhood like. What are those fucking ramming ass? It's so violent. Dude, and they always have like a fucking, like it looks like a churning mechanism on the side of it that's not going the way. It makes it weirder because the fucking robot thing is like pumping at a fucking parallel to the ground, and but the churning thing is pumping upward because that's how fucking the mechanics works, you know? I don't know, dick, but like, you ever fucking watching porn and you're like, oh, let's start with some BJ stuff, and then all of a sudden it just like, you'll be like, oh, huh, well, what are Japanese people up to? And they're just like throwing up on each other. Hey, throw up on my cock. Like that. Like what? Ooh, yeah. Throwing up like on some fucking poor Japanese businessman's face in the forest. And other Japanese guys are watching, you know? With gray suits on. Dude, there's nothing more Japanese than wearing a gray suit and getting thrown up on your face. Nothing, dude. Nothing more Japanese than having, dude, straight up, than having a gray suit on with your tie loosened, getting your face thrown up on in the forest with no pants on and your pubic hair is longer than your dick. Nothing more Japanese than that, bro. and having fucking like 20-year-old Japanese women just like throwing up on his face, and other Japanese men watching you, shooting it with a real camera, not an iPhone. But then also other guys shooting it with an iPhone. How fast, by the way, can you fall asleep after sex? Me? 14 seconds. I go, how? You work out for you? I have one small thing to say. Whoops. Did you slip and fall? Because whoops. You're lying. We don't think enough what heaven would be like, I think. We're just like, oh yeah, it'll be great. It'll be great. Tupac's my favorite. Is he there? Tupac probably wouldn't even fucking like me. He'd be like, get this motherfucker out of my sight. Yeah. Then I'd be like, but Jesus, I love Tupac. And then Jesus would be like, he doesn't, look, he thinks you're not funny. He thinks you're lanky. And he said that he doesn't like your beard. And Jesus is like, fucking, look, Napoleon was a good guy. Yeah, he tried to conquer the world, but like in his heart of hearts, even though that means nothing, he was a good guy. Even though people say heart of hearts and that means nothing, Napoleon was a good guy. He helped a lot of people, and he's here. And he's trying to take over a lot of heaven. And I don't know how to fix it. I got him some women, and he has sex with a lot of women, and it's actually pretty shitty because I feel like I'm sexist. But at least he's not conquering the parts of heaven that I love, because he's getting sucked off a lot. And honestly, he gets along with Tupac. And I gotta be like, fucking Napoleon gets along with Tupac. He's a fucking asshole, man. All right, whatever. I guess at least can I have sex with Emily Ratajkowski? And he's like, and Jesus is like, listen, she happens to think you look like a bird. And I'm like, my motherfucker, dude. That's heaven. That's heaven. I mean, this guy looks like a guy who would be like, and grab girls' butts. Anyway, so I was listening to this, not website, I was listening to this podcast called Sword and Scale. It's a very popular one. You're probably listening to it. It was about this religious guy who used to have this puppet show. This guy, I forget his name. It was like Ronald something. Of course it was Ronald, because guys who are Ronald are creepy as shit, and they love puppets. Dude, there's nothing, if you fucking have a puppet, your parents have thought about naming you Ronald, okay? So anyway, this guy, he was talking to these other people on Yahoo Messenger about eating children. This guy, Ron Brown. Oh, dude, it was so fucked up. This episode 20 of that is so fucked up. And the reason what makes it even more fucked up is they don't have real people doing the reenactments of the messaging. They have computer-generated voices. It's creepy. So it's like, thighs are my favorite part. And then the other person will be like, yum. And they have a robot voice go, yum. Skip that part, Smiley face, yum. The judge was like, yeah, man, we're going to keep you in there, though, okay? Because you know why? Because you said yum. 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 I was listening to the whole thing. I looked like Butthead. You know Butthead when the weird music video is playing, and then it cuts back to them, and Butthead's just like this. I was a kid, and it came on TV, and I saw two guys on a couch like playing with each other's hair, and it was so weird to me because I had not seen it before. It was a new thing. And I looked to my mom and I said, hey, Mom, what the heck? Why are two guys doing that? And she said, oh, some people are gay. And I said, well, what's that? And she was like, oh, some guys like each other. And I went, really? And I looked at it and I thought, yum. Two guys can be on each other on the couch? Yeah, yum. I really would like to be with another man, yum. I would like to be with a woman too, yum. I would like to be sexual with anybody, yum. I would like to eat a woman, yum. I would like to eat my neighbor, yum. Can I eat my 46-year-old neighbor Frank? Yum. I would like to have you over for dinner. Phil? Yum. Okay, what's being served? You. Yum. She looked like she wanted to eat my face. Yum. I would really like to eat you, Chris D'Elia. Yum. Your thighs are the best part. Yum. I would love to eat your testicles last and your lips. Yum. The lips are the best part. Yum. And then I ate the food. Yum. Then I ate the pasta and spaghetti with meatballs and bolognese. Yum. Eat my back pussy. Yum. I would really like to eat some back pussy. Yum. Holy shit, this is fucking off the rails. Dude, how about this? I haven't known what day it is since I graduated high school. I give the finger. I find the camera, I give the finger, and I do it with a straight face. Straight face or straight face? Angry? Yeah, because I said flace. Do I fuck up my words a lot? Yeah. Is it because I think too fast and I want to get the words out? No, yes. Now, does it make me angry? Yeah. Now, is that God's fault? Yes. You know why there's no God? Because people stutter. That's why. Hey, God, don't make us stutter. Make us rip roaring everything we need to say. Fucking dangada 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 dangada. Make it fucking dangada dangada dangada. That's how you know there's no God, because it's stuttering. Why would God make us stutter? Why? Because it's up to us? Because free will? Really? Eat my pussy. Eat my back pussy. If you have a braided belt and those fucking carnation pink shorts, I'll high kick you. What's up with that big ass tire that every gym has now, especially the CrossFit gym? What fucking? First of all, where do you get it? You know, I feel like those are just made in Sacramento, and anytime you need one, they truck them out from Sacramento. This is the most Sacramento-y ass shit, is those big ass fucking tires that are taller than you. What's it for? Where do you put it? On what wheels does it go? Huh? The large, it's for like fucking cranes, I guess. And you got to jump on it and push it, and then flip it over. And by the way, you never see a fat guy do that. Ever. It's always the most ripped motherfuckers flipping a big ass tire back and forth. Or literally the strongest woman you've ever seen in your life. And then she turns around and she says, "Okay, tires flipped. Anyway, did you need this on a crane or something? Let's fuck. I'll fuck you, though. Turn around." Remember that fucking Eyes Wide Shut? That shit. Dude, Eyes Wide Shut, one of my favorite movies of all time. Period. Top 10. Period. Ding, 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 ding. The whole movie. You know the balls to have fucking 2 piano notes playing the whole movie? Ding, ding, ding. Just look up any YouTube video on it. Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman. That movie rocks, dude. And then they put on the fucking masks with the dick nose and go look at everybody fucking. Dude, I want to do one of those. Ding, 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 ding. I want to do one of those. I want to go to one of those places where you wear a mask and watch everyone fucking and have everybody like watching. Dude, if there's more than 5 people fucking in a room, there has to be that music playing. And even if it's not a fucking, what do they call him, a didgeridoo? You just have some big fucking fat guy just in the corner with a big mask and a dick nose, just jerking off in the corner, watching go, ding, 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 ding. If a guy shows me his dick, I fucking stare at it, dude. What are you going to do, man? I'll spit at it. I'll put on my dick mask. Dude, it's a dick, bro. I'm Greek as fuck when it comes to that shit. I'm Grecian. Anyway, let me know if you've been to a fuck party. Let me know if you've been to a fancy fuck party. The Cash App is the #1 finance app in the App Store. And then the second show in South Carolina, I swear to God, this guy had a sleeveless shirt on, and it said, I'm not bullshitting you. In the front row, his shirt said, I'm not making this up, fuck sleeves. March Madness, it's not that mad. Just guys playing with a ball. Remember when I was talking about doing the amateur allure? Remember that shit? That is the most funny fucking porn, dude. The guy's talking to the girl, clinical. Oh wow, there we go. When they're having sex. Oh wow, well, isn't that nice? He only takes his dick out of the pants and then zips it back up and buckles. He unzips it, takes his cock and balls out, and then buckles his pants back so only his dick and balls are out. It takes so much work. So weird and awesome. Oh, fuck, man. Rabbits Reviews 2016 Rise Awards winner. Absolutely nothing. Going back to meet Napoleon. Even though I would want to do that too. That'd be crazy to see how short he was and shit. And see how bitch he was. You know Napoleon was so bitch. You know he was. He was just like, what was he, French, right? So, I need to conquer the whole world. You know? And he was just so bitch. And you know, like, when he had sex with girls, he was like, was I the best one you've ever had? Or? And she was like, oui. I know it, you know? And he's so short, but he was like, was I the best one you ever had? And she's like, oui. And he's like, I knew it, because he's this tall. Why can't I be the best one you ever had? You know, when he got mad, he went like this. We got to watch Rick Ross having trouble trying to squeeze in a NASCAR race car. Oh, too many. By the way, car is in that sentence too much. NASCAR race car. Oh, so bitch. Oh. First of all, that's okay. That's not that bitch yet. Oh. Using it to prop up. Talking to try and make, deflect how bitch it is. Oh. Okay, when he gets that second leg in there, that's so bitch. Look how bitchy. Ow! Look at the picture. How bitch. Wow, that was so increasingly bitch as it went on. Hey, George, how do I get my invention going? Try invent help. A lot of my friends say, hey, George. Whatever that commercial is, invent help commercial, every time I'm on the road. Try invent help. It's invent help. They had to put it on the screen while he was saying it, of course, because he says, invent help. Hey, say it right. You know, they were like, George. And one of his sons was like, yeah. And they're like, no, not you. George, can you say invent help? And he says, yeah. A lot of my friends ask me, hey, George, how do I get my idea off the ground? And I say, try invent here. Oh, God. Okay, I'll talk to him. Excuse me. Hey, George. His other son. Yeah? No, not you. George, first of all, why are you bringing all your sons to set? But can you not say invent here and say invent help? And then one of his other sons says, sure. And he says, no, I'm not talking to you. I'm actually talking to your father. God damn it. Can all of you guys kind of go into the other room while I talk to this one George? Me? No. You're the fourth son. God damn it. I'm trying to talk to your father. Get everybody, excuse me, the AD is named George too, and he's not even in the family. Excuse me, George, come over here. Yeah? No, not you. God damn it. You know what? This is getting very confusing. You stay there behind the camera. George? Yeah. No. God, why did you bring all your sons? You, George, the George Foreman, the first one. Stay there. I'm not talking to you. You know what? Just fucking say invent here. I don't care. Just, can you, AD, I'm going to call you AD because we shouldn't have hired you because I didn't know he was going to bring all of his sons. Go into the other room. Bring everyone else with the same name in the other room. Please say invent help. Okay. And then he just does it worse. And action. A lot of my friends say, hey, George, how do I get my idea off the ground? And I say, try invent here. Okay, cut. We got it. We'll do it. Fine. It's fine. Fuck it. He's not doing it. He's saying invent here. She's making it sound Asian. Ingving here. You gotta see my little penis and meanest and penis. You never find a penis and meanest and penis and penis and Lena penis and Venus and Serena Williams. It's so weird tonally what happens to a movie when a director stops doing it and then another director tries to do it. Like James Cameron is an amazing director, and whoever directed the third one, it was just not the same, you know? That's the thing, dude. When you make the best one and then you just try to up, like she would like the T-1000, first of all, getting into dorky territory, but the T-1000 was the kind of person, was a robot, was liquid metal. And Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, he's more advanced than me, he's liquid metal, how? He's liquid metal, how? And then he was like, and then they were like, well, how do we? The studio heads were like, well, we don't have James Cameron. Well, how do we make it how do we make it be the shit? And they were like, well, what if she could also shoot weapons and stuff? Oh yeah. And then it was like she was making armed flamethrowers and buzzsaws. I wasn't into it, but I'm going to watch the fucking rest of them. I'm going to watch number 4 and number 5, and then James Cameron's coming back for number 6. He didn't do any of them. And this is what I love about the fucking franchise. They tried to reboot it and do number 4, and it didn't really do as well as they thought. The one with Christian Bale, that was just like that where he flipped out on the scene on the set with the "Good for you." And so then that didn't really do as well as they thought. Then they wanted to reboot it, and they did it with the girl from Game of Thrones. And then that was just apparently panned. And so they're like, fuck it. And now James Cameron was like, you know what? I'm just actually going to make the third one. He's doing now the fucking third one. That's, by the way, that is the most boss move I've ever heard of all time. He's like, yeah, go ahead, run with it, make the money, pay me for the fucking thing. I'll be the fucking overseer. I'm not really doing it. Go ahead, make your fucking silly little movies. And then one day he was like, gonna make another Terminator, gonna make number 3. Fuck the ones you made. That's so baller. Hey, so James Cameron, we'd like to make T3. And he's like, oh, let me think for a second. Nah. That's what he did. Oh, let me think real quick. You know what? Give me a moment just to think of that. Nah. And then they were like, oh, okay, well, can we do it anyway? And he just goes like this. Pay me. And then as he lights, what was that Saturday Night Live skit where he lights a cigar with a fucking $100 bill? That's what he was doing. And then he was like, and then they were like, okay, cool. And then they made it, and it did fine. And they were like, well, we should make maybe a fourth one. And he goes like this, nah, go ahead, make it, pay me. And then they were like, oh, can we make a fifth one? Can we reboot it? He was like, nah, make it, but pay me. And they were like, okay. And then it didn't do that well. And then one day he just calls up whoever the fuck is doing the movie, the fucking studio. Hello, hey, it's Cameron.
I ain't got no motherfucker.
We're making number 3. And they're like, okay, yes, Cameron, yes, James Cameron, whatever you say. And then he's like, okay, cool. And they're like, and then they're like, is and then they're like, is it going to be about John Connor, or is it going to have that Reese guy in it or whatever? And he just goes like this, let me think. You know, James Cameron gets so many blowjobs, it's unbelievable, while watching his movies, and cries while watching Titanic, and also gets so many blowjobs while watching other people's movies that aren't comedies, and laughs at them so hard until he's laughing so hard that his tears are coming out of his eyes, but he's getting blowjobs, and he's just like, like watching movies that people think are good and were critically acclaimed, and he's just like, oh fuck, that was good, and hasn't also, even though he's getting a blowjob, hasn't had an orgasm since 1997. Gets recreational head. And watches sci-fi movies that people think are good. Watches The Matrix, and especially the third one, Revolutions, and he's just like, look at the fucking twins in the white suits, while he's getting sucked, and the car goes and hits the fucking, and he's just like, and then after the blow, he's like, okay, I'm done, sweetie, because he doesn't have an orgasm. He's like, I'm calling the studio. I just got inspired. Hey, fuckheads, we're doing number 3. Oh, really? James Cameron? Is it about John Connor? And then only responds to email to the studio from then on. It's better than coming. It's better than coming. How many times also were they trying to redo the line, I'll be back? Like the first time they did it, I'll be back. And then the second time they did it, and he's like, I'm back. And then the third one, when the Terminatrix is coming, he says, she's back. Hey. I mean, come on, dude. No doubt in the fourth one, I didn't see it, but he's going to say, they're back. Hell. And then the fifth one, he's literally looking at someone's back, and he says, he's back. Hey. I mean, come on, dude. Make up new hasta la vista, baby. Oh, and in the third one, he isn't even taught this, but he looks at a clerk and he says, talk to the hand. Hey. Also, he said before we started recording, this is super Juan Fire. You know, I feel good about today. Oh, dude. Fucking his whole family's going to die in a plane crash, you know? Anyway, I agree with me. Poop. Oh, how about, you know what was so funny to me was David Beckham, when people were like, man, you can't allow a guy with this much sauce to come to your own wedding. God, that guy is a fucking stud, huh?
Do you bet he sounds like this, eh?
That guy's a stud, and then he's like,
hi, how's it going? I'm David Beckham.
But he's a stud, though, dude. Anytime anyone wears a double-breasted thing, though, they look fucking horrible. That's so British to wear a double-breasted thing. Tails. And tails, eh? I mean, so handsome. Dude, if I was that guy, bro, if I was that guy, I'd have all of the STDs. I'd be in jail. I mean, I'd be like, oh, I can't do that? Look at me. I can't have that? I took it. Just stealing shit from, like, families. Just, I wanted the sandwich. So I went in the house and I got a sandwich. Like, well, you can't do that. Well, are you going to, why not? You want tickets to the game? Yeah? All right, I'll get you set up. I'm just going to go take that sandwich to the cops. Oh, okay. Dude, I would be in jail. I would be like, I wouldn't even understand. If I was that good looking with that much money, I would be like, on the stand, be like, I would admit everything. Well, I killed him. Why? Oh, he was annoying the shit out of me. Well, you can't do that. What do you mean? He was saying the same thing over and over again, and I kept giving him the same answer. It was annoying shit, so I fucking strangled him. And he'd be like, well, you're going to go to jail for a long time. I'd be like, you want tickets to the game? I mean, we'd love to see you play, but, well, I'll just set you up. Okay, well, I mean, that's what I would think would happen if I was that guy. The fact that David Beckham is such a world-class guy, and like, that's amazing. Him and his wife are the shit, you know? Does he cheat? He's got to. Sorry, and his wife, dude, his wife's got to understand. If he cheats, yeah, I couldn't help it, you know? There were 40 women. They were all 10s. They're all trying to suck me cock. Took it out and just like came all over them. But you can't do that. Why not? Have you seen me? Look at my bank account. I've got a lot of talent. What's the problem? I mean, I guess, yeah, no. Okay, like, I guess, I mean, you raise a fair point, but like, come on, I was a Spice Girl. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Come on. Wanted to come and there were 40 women there. I was in Las Vegas. Having fun. You were all the way. You were over in the fucking watching the royal wedding. You were over in Britain. I was in Las Vegas. I wanted to come. That would be me. Like this. Like, oh, I wanted to come. Ever seen me kick a soccer ball? I've got millions and millions of dollars. And I look like this. They carve statues not as good as me. Eat this. What? I want you to eat my shit. Why? Because I've done everything else. I want to see new things. Put this in your eyes. What? Put this shit in your eyes. No. You cooked this, and I ate it, and I'm shitting it out. Put it in your eyes. That's how I would be if I was David Beckham. So the fact that he is such a world-class... You know what? David Beckham's the best human being in the world. How about that? And his wife, the best Spice Girl. Juan Fire coming in with some fucking hot shit like he's not Juan Fire. Dude, let me tell you what Juan Fire is also at life. Juan Fire is not only Juan Fire here, Juan Fire is Juan Fire at life. He forgot his glasses and he's wearing prescription sunglasses like a fucking black guy at a nightclub. That's what he's doing right now. He's wearing fucking sunglasses indoors like his name is Sergio and he's a black guy at a nightclub, dude. So I was watching this thing on Vice, and it was talking about Emerson was one of the colleges and 2 other colleges that nobody ever fucking heard of. And they were like, oh, we don't want them to be, colleges are more diverse than ever. So they can't make transphobic jokes. They can't make jokes about rape. They can't make jokes about sexual assault. If they're more diverse than ever, then why are they all thinking the same goddamn thing? Ah! You mean they're more diverse because they're different colors? Kiss my fucking ass. They're all thinking the same thing? Hello, 1 ticket for the comedy show. Hello, we have a group of 4. With the fucking red light across the mouth. Hello, 4 tickets to a comedy show. We are programmed to laugh at the things that are not offensive. We all agree because we are all on the same network. Commence sitting. Commence laughter mode. Welcome, comedian. Aye. Hey guys, what's going on? Ha ha ha. So, pink isn't just for girls. Ha ha. A guy can wear pink too. Yeah. I agree. I was programmed to agree. Laugh in unison. Yeah. What a beautiful comedy show. Well, hello guys, I'm the comedian for tonight. You can be a man or a woman, whether you can having sex. Look, this is how much I don't know about it. Sex isn't gender. That's like saying peanut butter is jelly. Yeah. Oh my God, this is the most hilarious comedian I've ever heard in my life. Yeah. Must tweet about how great he is. Anyone who opposes will be dragged. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Woo, we had a great time here at the most liberal as crybaby as fuck college of all time. It's called Crybaby U. I am so happy to get my diploma at Crybaby U. Everyone, please welcome the valedictorian of Snowflake State University. Hello. Hello, students. Now you will embark onto the real world. Yeah. Yes, we will let you know that the real world can be tough out there. Some people don't really care what you think. Oh? Wow, that really can take the sail the wind out of your sails. Autocorrect. Wind out of your sails. But it's okay. Those people will be in jail because you cannot speak out against what is liberal. Otherwise, people will go to jail. And we basically live in the 12th century now. Yes. Yeah. Everyone receiving their diplomas. It is the same noise that when you watch the fucking porns and the girls are getting tied. You ever see the porn where they're like on the gynecology fucking chair and the fucking big robot arm fucks them and it's like who's watching that? Huh? Thank you so much. I am prepared for life now. I don't know. I don't understand why liberals don't get that. What they're doing is only going to make it worse for them and what they believe. Because it's like everybody is offended, nobody's offended, and everything is funny until it's offensive to you. You know what I mean? Hello, students.
I would like to prepare you for the real world. If you are black and somebody says something negative about you, or if you are white and what the fuck? And somebody says something negative about you, or if you are Asian and somebody says something negative about you, they will be fired and dragged across the social coals of injustice. Also, you can be fired for breathing wrong. You can... Remember, America is a place where you can say whatever you want until it doesn't jive with the community. Remember, America, so many hydraulics. When you're American, you may say whatever it is you please. Unless it doesn't jive with the community or also doesn't speak to a fringe group. You are now prepared to embark on the real world. And remember, hook up to our system so you know how to feel. If you're unsure of how to feel, please sign into the Wi-Fi, Snowflake. And the password is Crybaby. Remember, we all think the same. And if we don't, you will be executed. Now, here we go. Time for the graduation party.
DJ,
Goddamn.
we the best.
Fuck yes, here we go. Wait a minute, was that the N-word? That was the N-word. Must find DJ Khaled and pump him and then fuck him. And kill him. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore.
When I was in Florida, I literally had the most Cuban driver of all time. I opened the door and he goes like this. What's your name? What's your name? Man, I don't know, man. Why do Cubans always, I don't know, man. They put their palms so far behind the front of their face. Man, I don't know. Wash my hands off this, man. Man, I don't know, man. Just trying to pop my chest out as much as I can. Put a palms on my hands way far back in there, man. That's what I'm doing, man. Driving, always with his hands behind his... Not even using the steering wheel because he's so Cuban. He had to keep his hands behind his face. This is what he was saying. I didn't even say anything about a strip club. But he was like, you got to go to this one, man. If you want to go off the grid, man, to $3, $4, man, for throwing $3. Nah. Dude, he would get so violent immediately. Oh, he was telling me how to hit on girls. You go up, you say, what's up, let's do this. And he goes like this. He literally did the most Cuban thing ever. He goes like this. He fucking did the neck slit thing. Like, that was his you're not going to get laid sign. It's Cuban. Like, come on, dude. If I said you go to Miami, you're going to see a Cuban do the neck slit thing, you'd be like, I'm not in a movie. How Cuban is it to like go to like tell your fucking 7-year-old like about fucking, you know? To be like, my friend, you gotta to call your son my friend first of all. My son friend, listen, you gotta get this pussy, man. But you're gonna do this, man. You gotta get this pussy, man. You gotta be aggressive, but you gotta be. Oh, that's what he said. That's what he said, dude. He's like, you gotta be smooth, man. You gotta be smooth. That's what he kept saying. You gotta be smooth. You can't come right out. You can't come right out. You gotta be smooth. He said it probably 40 times. And I was like, oh, so smooth, huh? Yeah, man. You gotta be smooth, man. Otherwise, the neck slit thing. Cuban. Fucking Bill Gates' son or daughter just like, I want that one, pointing to a minority. I was making fun of Dr. Phil, and I was doing this fucking stupid joke where Dr. Phil was interviewing all of our friends. He'd be like, now, you have a big head, so what do you do in the morning when you get out of the bed? Does it ever take over and you lose your balance and can't catch up to yourself and then fall directly into the wall? Like, I would do that. And your hair is too red. So what's the deal with your big head and your hair is too red? And they were laughing so hard. It was the hardest I ever saw two of my friends laugh. I was introing people, and Dr. Phil was losing his mind as he was introing the people. And I said, my next guest is an Excalibur weapon. Please welcome Jordan. Just look at it. Everything on QVC. Just look at it. Beautiful grape flavored dildo. You can stick it on the wall. It's got suction. Look at it. Just look at it. Rubber. Look at it. They'd say look at it about anything. This beautiful 12-runged ladder. Look at it. Yeah, it's a ladder. Look at it. They're like a fucking deviant killer where it's like, look at it. You again with the stabbing. You fucking stab them in the gut, and then they go, no, and then they say, look at it. Look at it. Look at the wound. Look at it. And you're like, no, you're killing me. Look at it. Look at that beautiful wound. Look at it. It's a beautiful gash, pumping blood, spilling on the linoleum floor. Look at it. Just, I guess what it comes down to, girls, women, stop referring to your tits as the girls. That's so annoying. That's what it all comes down to. Stop calling, hey, how do the girls look? No, you're a fucking sad housewife. Heh.